going to gear up and get started with today's class. Go ahead and find a comfortable seated position near the front of your mat. Maybe you're crisscross applesauce, maybe you're seated on your shins. And take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. Focusing on centering ourselves before we begin our flow. If you feel like you need to use today's class to open yourself a bit more, to receive something, a feeling, a mindset, an intuitive ping, you might want to take your hands and just open them up so that the palms flip towards the sky, a position of receiving. Or if you're feeling a little wobbly today, imbalanced, you might want to take your hands and ground them down on either your thighs or the ground below you, whatever feels right and good and true for you. I love to use metaphor in class, because whatever it is that we're looking to anchor ourselves in, the feeling we're looking to construct, the strength we're looking to build, whatever it is, we can use the body as a metaphor in and of itself. Every small thing we do, small positional tweak, is an intentional invitation into whatever it is that we want. Yoga seeker's practice. Restorative for the mind, the body, the soul. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and send that breath into the lowest region of your belly. Hold it there. And then exhale. Let the shoulders drop. Inhale again, nice and slow. And exhale. Couple more of those deep, grounded, intentional breaths. Pay attention to the space between your eyebrows as you exhale to soften. Pay attention to the jaw. Let it hang loose. Exhale out the tension. Pay attention to the tops of your shoulders. Let them grow heavy. Let relaxation move down through your forearms, out each fingertip. Let that feeling travel down the midline of the body, spreading out like veins. Relaxing your back, your belly, your pelvic floor. Exhale the tension now through the channels of the legs, whatever position they occupy right now. Grounded focus in the breath, working into the body. On your next inhale, go ahead and reach your hands up overhead. Bring the palms together and exhale them down to the heart. Bow the chin to the chest. And dedicate your practice to someone or something love. As you breathe in, focus on that thing. Fill yourself with the feeling. Try to carry it with you as we flow. Inhale, the palms lift up. Exhale, spread the hands out, bring them back behind you, interlace the fingers and pull down, open the chest. Maybe you drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then go ahead and move to the other side. Create a little bit of space. And then go ahead and tilt the head back to center. Bring the palms back behind the back of the head. Tilt chin to chest. Gentle pressure. Bringing the elbows together. And sending your breath to the back of your neck. We hold so much tension here. So much fear. So as you breathe, I want you to try to let go. As you inhale, go ahead and gently tilt the head back up as you open the elbows wide. Once again, focusing into the chest. And then we're going to go ahead and reach the hands out to the sides and then wrap ourselves in a nice big hug. Again, tilt chin to chest, maybe take a little rock side to side. Feel into the body. And then inhale, open the arms wide. And exhale, set them down to your sides. We're going to roll up over the knees. Knees under hips. Hands under shoulders. Deep inhale through the nose as you press the heart forward towards the front of your mat. And exhale, round through the spine, drop the head neck. And then inhale, go ahead and drop the belly as the tailbone and heart lift as one. Exhale, nice and slow. Reach the spine towards the sky, tuck the tailbone underneath of you. And then inhale, a fluid, slow movement. Exhale, move through cat. Inhale, press to cow. Exhale, move to neutral spine. You're going to go ahead and drop the tops of the feet onto the mat. As you crawl the arms out in front of you nice and straight, we're going to drop the chest down, keeping the integrity of that 90-degree angle through the back of the legs. The heart presses down towards the floor. This is puppy pose. Slowly begin to slide the heart forward, pressing your weight into the forearms as you drop the pelvis and lift the heart. Elbows aligned right underneath of those shoulders. Relax your glutes. Lifting through the crown of the head in this regal pose. And then as you exhale, gently allow the belly to slide as you bring the hands underneath of the shoulders. Deep inhale in through the nose. And as you exhale, go ahead and press into the hands to lift the heart. Exhale, slowly lower down. We're going to move through those press-ups 5 or 6 more times. Really focusing on opening up through the back, creating a little bit of mobility in our discs. We're warming up the shoulders here. Move through very slowly and intentionally. Trying to turn off the glutes. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, send your weight back. Your tailbone aimed at your heels. Press your fingertips in front of you. Taking your weight into your palms, once again, slide back into that all fours position. Hands beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Flip the toes into the mat. And maintaining a slight bend in the knees. On our exhale, we're going to lift up and press the heart towards the thighs. You can pedal out the feet here. It's your first downward facing dog of class. Warm up the low body. And then find stillness. Slowly walk the feet towards the hands near the front of your mat and release down into a forward fold. Inhale, drag the fingertips up the shins, lift halfway. And exhale, release. Inhale, circle sweep. The heart lifts first. Bring the palms together. Exhale the hands to the heart. We're going to move into some balance work. So shifting our weight onto our right foot. We're going to go ahead and take that left toe and place it down into the mat. You can aim the heel in. If this is enough to challenge your balance, you can stay here. Or you can drag up either to the ankle, below the knee, or tuck into the inner upper thigh. You can find a spot to focus on the floor. Staying rooted through all 4 corners of that right foot. Or if you'd like to challenge your balance, you can try closing your eyes for a few seconds at a time. Maybe you want to lift the hands nice and slow up. You can stay here, interlacing the pointer finger and thumb. Or you can exhale to squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening your branches. Like there's energy moving through each one of your fingertips. Remember that the goal is to shake, is to fall out, is to challenge self. This is how we improve the balance. Another metaphor for life. If your branches are open, go ahead and close them back down into your heart. We're going to go ahead and trying to stay where we are. If you need to tap down, you can. We're going to bring that foot out in front of us. Flex the foot, spread the toes a lot. And then we're going to go ahead and set it down onto the opposite thigh so that the knee points down towards the ground. A little bit of a different angle. Feel into that rooted foot. Flex the foot once again, bring it forward. And exhale, set it down, bow down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms, lead with the heart. And exhale, hands come down to the heart. We shift our weight now to the left foot. Once again, picking up that right toe, aiming the knee out towards the side of the room to engage the hips. You can stay here if this is enough for your balance, or you can pick that foot up to the ankle, below the knee, or inner upper thigh. Where are you challenged? We should try to reach equality between our sides, so whatever you did on the last side, try to do so here. The knee aims out. The breath keeps us grounded. If you'd like to challenge the balance again, you can close the eyes. You can lift the hands, interlacing pointer finger and thumb, growing nice and tall. Or you can squeeze the shoulder blades down and back to open your branches. We focus on posture. We welcome the challenge. We welcome the wobble. We turn off the judgment brain. Exhale, the hands close in front of us. And taking that right foot, we're going to flex, spread the toes. And then exhale, come to set it down, knee faces down towards the ground. Different angle of stretch. Once again, flex the foot. You can go ahead and bring that leg out in front of you. And exhale, set it down, come to bow. Release into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, circle, sweep. Lift all the way up. And exhale, hands come to prayer. We're going to go ahead and step back into a high lunge with our right foot. So finding your position, keeping upright through the top of the body. We're going to go ahead and exhale down, bending ever so slightly through that back knee as well to find a stretch through the front of the hip flexor. It can be gentle. And tilt our pelvis just to feel that stretch run a little bit more intensely through the front of the hip. Breathe here. Inhale, we lift, we straighten the legs. Exhale, we step that foot in ever so slightly. And then we bow down, the heart aimed at the big toe, the stretch now residing through the back of the left leg. The goal is not to fold all the way over, We try to keep the hips square. We try to keep the heart shining forward. And the breath, though, moves to the back of that leg. Inhale, we lift the heart, hands to rise. And exhale, we step forward, mountain pose. We're going to go ahead and switch sides. This time, the left leg stepping back behind, finding closer to a 90-degree angle in the front leg, so we're coming down into that heel with a slight bend through the back knee so we can really feel that stretch through the front of the hip flexor. Hips are square. Breath moves to the tension. A different kind of challenge to hold in these poses. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we step that foot in ever so slightly and bow the heart, shining towards that front toe. Trying to keep the hips squared, a neutral spine, as we focus the stretch on the back of that leg, the hamstring. Inhale, we lift, leading with the hands. Exhale, step forward, mountain pose. Switching sides, we root into the left foot as we step the right foot back, and this time we find a true high lunge. So lifting the hands up above the head, staying long through that back leg, sinking into the front heel. That nice, beautiful posture. And as we exhale, we take the hands forward. We lean the body ever so slightly. Nice long line from the top of the head to the back of the heel. And then we slowly lift up into Warrior 3. Squaring the hips off. The goal being to find our balance and to bring the heart more parallel with the ground. If you'd like to fly the hands back behind you, you can do so. And then slowly tilt forward, hands come back to prayer. Taking a step back now with the left foot, finding high lunge. Here on the opposite side, some nice long back leg. Sinking down without sinking forward. Find your posture. And then as you exhale the hands, go ahead and lean the body forward so you have that nice long line from the top of the head. the heel. Slowly we step in and we find our warrior three. Remember the goal being not to straighten the leg, press it up and back, but to get the heart more parallel with the ground. You can fly the hands back behind you if that feels right. And then exhale, go ahead and find mountain pose. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, fold over the thighs. And keeping a bend in that left leg, you're going to step the right foot back into a low lunge. Breathe here for a minute. Then you're going to go ahead and slide that knee to the center of the mat, sitting down into pigeon. Heart stays lifted. Working that foot out so that you feel the stretch concentrated on the outside of the hip. The hips stay squared in towards your mat. We're not rolling. And if you'd like to settle into the pose a little bit more, feel free to do so. Go ahead and take the hands beneath the shoulders, lift through the torso once again. Take the right toe, press it into the mat. Go ahead and lift into a plank, and then pull the right foot forward into a low lunge. Strong through the back leg, heart lifted. And then we're going to go ahead and adjust down into pigeon. Concentrate the stretch on the outside of that hip by adjusting the angle of the front foot. Keep the hips square. And as you feel led, you can bring the forearms down to settle into the pose. Slowly drag the hands beneath the shoulders, lift the torso up. And then flip the left toes into the mat as you rise to plank and release the shins down. We're going to go ahead and come to sit. And then scooch down, slowly releasing the back, flat against the mat. Pulling the knees into the body, we're going to go ahead and grab the inside arch of the feet. With each hand, same side, kicking the feet up towards the sky and allowing the knees to drop out for happy baby. Here we breathe into the inside of the thighs. With our hands, we focus on pulling those feet down as they remain facing flat against the sky. Maybe you take a little rock and roll, massage your low back. then one at a time, release the legs in. Give yourself a little hug. And then one heel drops to the wide edge of your mat, followed by the other. Your arms can rest along your sides. Scooch your shoulder blades down so that the shoulders are very far away from the ears. And together we're going to take the next few minutes to practice mindfulness awareness. We've been in the body throughout our practice, perhaps venturing in and out of the mind as well. And this is our practicing ground for clearing more space. As thoughts approach you and try to get your attention, allow them to drift by like pieces of debris along a messy river. A thought is just a thought, you say. Something that happens to me. But I am what is right now. What is physically here. And so we take a deep breath. And we relax a little further. Take one last deep inhale in through the nose. And exhale. Relax. As you feel ready and led to come out of Shavasana, you can give a little wiggle to your fingers and your toes. You can roll onto one side of the body. Knees come up ever so slightly, and use your top hand to press you up. Thank you for joining me for class today. It's been my pleasure to serve this group, big or small, whatever week it falls on. If you have any poses you'd like to work on, if you have suggestions, please never hesitate to reach out to me and let me know. I hope that you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week. Namaste.